Hey, group of third graders, it's Miss Hensley back with some more vocabulary for you. It is Unit 5, all about matter, and we are on week 3 already of Unit 5. So today we're going to learn some more scientific vocabulary to help us with this unit, and tomorrow we'll work on some more academic vocabulary. As always, I am going to talk about our objectives. And with learning new vocabulary, it is language, third grade, the sixth standard, which means acquiring and using new words and sometimes domain specific words. And today we're going to do some domain specific words because they're related to science. So if you will please repeat the objectives after me. My turn. I can learn scientific vocabulary. Your turn. My turn. So I can use scientific language in discussions and writing. Your turn. My turn. I am successful when I write my scientific vocabulary and definitions in my reading notebook. Your turn. All right, so you're going to need your handy dandy notebook and a pencil or a pen or a crayon, something to write with. And you're going to be learning some new science vocabulary to go with our unit on matter. If you need a minute to get your supplies together, please go and do that. Pause the video. We're going to move on. So as always, our procedures that we have started, we've been practicing since the beginning of the year. As each keyword appears, you're going to rate how well you know the word, either with your fingers. You can give me a 1. Very well. I can define that word. Number 2, I know the word a little bit. I've seen it. I've read it. Maybe I don't know exactly what it means, but I have an idea. Or 3, never heard the word before in my life. You must be making it up, right? Something I've never ever heard. So you can either put your fingers up in the air, 1, 2, or 3, or you can, in this setting, what I like to do is jot down a little 1, 2, or 3 next to the word in your notebook. That way you remember, you can look back at the end of the week and say, how well did I know that word when we started out this week? And at the end of the week, you can say, you know what? I might have started off at a 3, but now I am a 1. I know that word well. All right, so our first word that you're going to rate, ground. How well do you know ground? I bet you know ground very well. Okay, I'm going to give myself a 1 on ground. Ground, 1 syllable. Noun, meaning land or the solid part of the earth's surface, right? Land or the solid part of the earth's surface, right? The part that's not ocean is the ground. The girl plants carrots in the ground, right? We walk on the ground, we drive on the ground. Ground is our first word. If you need some more time for ground, go ahead and stop the video, or not stop the video, pause the video here. We'll move on to our next word. Our next word in science vocabulary is mixture. How well do you know mixture? Is that a 1, 2, or 3 from you? I make a lot of mixtures when I cook, so I know that word very well. Mixture, 2 syllables. Mixture. It's a noun. That means it's a person, place, or thing. And it means something made by combining things together. So that's why I make a lot of mixtures when I cook, because it's something made by combining things together. So the other night we had chicken stir fry for dinner, and I combined chicken and broccoli and snow peas and carrots and water chestnuts. There's all kinds of vegetables and some sauce in there, and we put it over rice. So it was a mixture. It was a bunch of things combined together. Mixture. Cake batter is another mixture, and it's a mixture of flour, sugar, oil, eggs, and water. Mixture. Something made by combining things together. If you need more time for mixture, please pause the video here. We're going to go ahead and move on to our next word. And our next word is sand. We live in the desert. I think we all know a lot about sand. Sand. A noun, one syllable. Very tiny pieces of rock that make up beaches and desert. Did you guys know that it's very tiny pieces of rock that make up sand? It's not dirt. It's actually tiny little pieces of rock. And the beach sand, the sand on beaches, is made up from the waves beating against the shore, and it breaks the rocks down over time. The sand in the desert, a lot of that comes about because of wear and tear on the rocks from the wind and the occasional rain we get. Right? Sand, tiny, tiny pieces of rock that make up beaches and desert. A shovel and a bucket can help you make a castle out of sand. Remember that story that we read that had the sand sculpture contest? And they were trying to make a lion, and the boy couldn't figure it out that he needed more water, and his friend helped him. I remember that one too. It was a good one. All right, if you need more help with sand or more time for sand, go ahead and pause here. We're going to go on to our next word. Our next word is water. I hope you all have a 1 in the air for water. Though you might realize we talk about it a lot, but do you know exactly what it is? Water. Water, 2 syllables, a noun, and it's a clear liquid you can drink or use to wash with, right? Water is a clear liquid you can drink or use to wash with. Some of you might heard water referred to as H2O. That's its chemical composition. It's made up of 2 molecules of hydrogen attached to 1 molecule of, or 1 atom of oxygen. The 2 atoms of hydrogen, 1 atom of oxygen combined together makes a water molecule. Water, a clear liquid you can drink or use to wash with. Water is healthy to drink, right? Our bodies are made up. We have a lot of water in our bodies. So if you want to stay healthy, drink lots of water to replenish it. Water. Let's move on to our next word. Pause if you need more time. Our next word is wetland. Wetland. This is a, oh my goodness, Miss Hensley's brain is really fried on this Friday. Wetland. It's a composite word. It's made of 2 words, 2 separate words added together, wet and land. We know that wet means something that's got water on it, and land means the solid part of the earth. So watery land, right? Wetland. 2 syllables. It's a noun, a place where there's a lot of moisture or water in the soil. Did you know we have wetlands here in Clark County? If you've never been out there, it is a fun place to go and walk around. They have a cool museum. It's all free. It's very interesting. There's a river that runs through it. The only bad thing is there's a lot of garbage that gets pushed down the river when it rains because of people throwing garbage or putting their stuff into the runoffs for water. So wetland, if you haven't been there, I would try it out. Wetlands are home to many varieties of birds because birds like wetlands. There's actually a wetland across the street from my house, a little mini one. All right, wetland was our last word for today. I hope you got all of your vocabulary words and their definitions written down into your handy dandy notebook. You are going to need them on Wednesday, so you can enter them into my NG Connect, into your My Vocab notebook. I will be back with you tomorrow for some more vocabulary of the academic variety. Have a good day.